Hello, friends. Make some noise. Make some noise. Let's get some clapping going. We all know each other, and my beer is destroying the stage right now because I don't know how to put something in my mouth the right way.
Nice.
Unless it's a dick. Unless it's a dick, you guys. You know. It's no surprise.
Bobby says you do know.
Yeah, I do. I do know how to put things in my mouth, just not the beer. I'm always like putting my mouth. I get too enthusiastic when I have the beer in my mouth, and I wrap my whole mouth around it instead of like leaving just a little bit for the air to get in, and it just foams up. It's never the case when I have an actual dick in my mouth. I've had too many in my mouth, really. It's just it takes a lot out of you. It really does to think about the list of dicks that you've had. It takes a lot out of you to think. You know, I was telling my boyfriend back I'm 26 now, and when I was 18, I had just graduated high school. I went to an all-boys Catholic school. Is anyone the product of Catholic upbringing, Catholic education? Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It made me really repressed, and it's just like right when I came out of the closet, it was like, boom! I'm gonna fuck everything that moves. I'm so glad I don't have an STD. It's really lucky that I don't. The only thing that I learned from Catholic school was how to put on a condom, and this thing is off.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You can't even hold things in your hand, let alone your mouth.
Is it on again? Oh, there we go. Turning it on. It's all about the bass. You gotta take care of the bass.
Well, you had to stick your finger in the back.
All the way up and down the thing. Can't pay attention to just the head. But the Catholic school really only taught me two things: how to tie a tie and how to... Oh, there we go.
What is this, the comedy shrine?
Yep, it sure is. All right, okay. If it goes out again, I'm just going to go micless, and we'll just keep doing that. The Catholic school bit is done with now, because it's just fuck it.
Hey, keep it turned on.
How do I keep it turned on? Or keep it turned on?
Keep it turned on.
I'm going to try, yeah. If it keeps going off, I don't know what to do for you. I'm not sure.
The eyes.
Oh, fuck it. It's still not.
Give me the goddamn thing.
Yeah. Does it need new batteries?
Take the fucking thing back.
Does it need new batteries?
No, it's a brand new mic. It's brand new batteries.
Oh. Well,
Theater it around, just
whatever. It's okay.
On the project.
Yeah, you know what? Let's dispense with the formalities and let's get this thing going. I'm going to pick a name out of the hat. And, oh, great. This is a very good friend. I met her here doing, yeah, who is it? I met her here doing the competition that we were doing with Tim Slagle. She's very funny. She drove all the way from Indiana, you guys. Yes. So please give it up for Arellano, everyone.
I guess I'm the only one who can relate to holding penises. I don't know. Not anybody else here? Aside from your own. Right?
Some things have happened. I drink less.
Yeah, don't judge me.
Yeah, I've had a lot of dick in my mouth, and
Prove it.
On behalf of all of us.
And I think as I get older, I'm getting better. I think so. It's all about the head. Am I correct? It is.
Furniculum.
What? What, Dad? You coddle the balls a little bit. You have to be gentle, because it does hurt, right? You can't slap the balls.
Oh.
Depending on the gentleman.
Me and Dave were like, what? Of course you can.
Aww. Lord.
Prude.
Down on our knees, guys.
One knee. My good knee. I'm 41. That's my good knee. Well, I'm going to sing you guys a song.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay. And it's a song that it's about something on our bodies that we tend to forget. And next time you're in the shower, okay, think of me and my words. All right, hold on. 5, 6, no, I'm kidding. Okay, it goes like this. What did you say? Excuse me? Are you going to single?
Are you gonna be funny?
It's coming! It's coming! All right, here we go. How many minutes do I have? 5? All right. No.
Too
4.
many.
Too many. Get to it, lady. All right.
Do that again. Now do it with your mouth open.
That does help with the dicks.
I do everything I'm told when I'm on stage.
Just do that for the next 3 minutes.
I'm used to it.
Going there.
I used to work at a strip club, so I'm used to this.
She was a damn good DJ.
I was a good DJ, I was mixing it up. All right.
Jade, stage 3.
You sure it wasn't a strip mall?
At the, what was it, the Cinnabon?
Yeah.
How could I forget you? You mean so much to me. Ever since I was a little girl, you fed me deep.
Touch my heart.
And you were part of my survival. And now, when I feel that you are neglected, belly button hole, you remind me sometimes that you exist. I'm gonna keep doing this.
I'm a fan.
By itching me, so a Q-tip can go in. Belly button hole, excuse me, Frank. Stand for me. When life was brought into my mother's womb, I could never forget you. Thank you, guys.
Most a woman has touched Ian in years.
Put the mic back.
Were you my parole officer?
Did you get a boner?
Maybe later.
Ah, you guys. That was fun.
Bravo.
Get up, Arellano! Bunch of shithead Muppets. Vagina starts talking, you're like, let's make it feel bad. Increase the chances of not having sex. Anybody. Alright. I'm excited for our next comic. Let's see who it is. Our next comic is Bobby McDonald, everybody!
Bobby!
No laughing.
Hi, everybody! How are you?
Every time he laughs, we should all just do the same laugh.
Alright, yeah, that's good. I love that. I love me, and I'm about to show you guys.
Uh-oh.
I used to be in Kids Bop, and that
First
doesn't
row,
work
put
as
on your
a
goggles.
pickup line.
Okay,
It really
what
kind of
was it?
scares people away. Especially when you're like, I was in the Kids Bop that had Katy Perry's first single on it.
Yeah,
I don't know what it
those
was.
kids.
That one's a work in progress. Let's move on with that one. I've also noticed that
Behind the music.
the kids from Wild and Crazy Kids started to disappear about the same time that Girls Gone Wild came into development. I guess they stopped like seeking their father's approval by blowing up RC cars and doing whipped cream pie fights, and started seeking their father's approval in like wet T-shirt contests and riding the bull.
There's
Why
no.
don't you love me? A free T-shirt, I love it.
Wait, do that again.
All right.
Grab your tits. Grab your
T-shirt.
grab your
Now
tits.
do it with your mouth open.
Grab your leg.
He's too squeaky to heckle.
Bobby,
Leave the
there's
juice
no
oil alone.
microphone in that stand.
Space work.
It's like a penis. He's holding it.
I'm gonna hold it away from my mouth when I laugh. What kind of penis you hang out with? You guys figured out who you're gonna haunt when you die? I put a lot of thought and effort into it. You guys got it. It's flattering. Can't wait for you to die. You gotta put some thought into it. Otherwise, like, you're gonna end up watching like season 6 of LA Law, while we're all watching season 9 of Law and Order SVU. I mean, we all love Corbin Burnson, but he can't carry the whole cast.
No.
What were we talking about? All right, haunting people when you die.
I thought that was esoteric.
I asked some of my friends, and most of them are idiots. They all said that they're gonna haunt like porno sets and stuff.
Nice.
And according to a documentary I watched starring Greg Kinnear and Ricky Gervais, that you spend the afterlife in the condition in which you died. So I don't want to imagine, but I think that they spend every waking moment available with their dick out and holding popcorn so they're ready for the porno set to come on. And I've decided that the first thing I do when I die, I'm gonna go straight to a magic shop. And I'm going to find like a 7-year-old boy that's kind of into magic.
Nice.
Yeah,
And I'm going to make him the greatest fucking magician the world has ever seen. Just like randomly levitating and moving shit with his mind, making shit disappear, pulling coins out people's ears that have never been minted before. So like the moment he gets too big, is that my light? No. Okay. The moment he gets like too big for his britches and ends up with like some lame ass wearing eyeliner, that's when I'm gonna leave him alone. That kid is fucked. He's all on his own, and then I'm gonna wait for like some little girl to come up with him and be like, "Can you pull a coin out of my ear?" I'm gonna make a flock of doves shoot out his sleeves and scare him half to death. And the moment he keels over and sees me standing there over his dead body,
Is that when you
I hope he looks me straight in the eyes and says, "I wanted to be a surgeon."
I hope your stage presence is better when you're dead.
I already see the light.
And that's how we
kid's
got
back to
Chris
be
Angel.
You just have to wait a moment. He's already dying.
So what would you do if you were in a retirement home?
Shut up.
Wander around people's neighborhoods for free. Just like not helping dementia patients at all, just random walking into old ladies. It'd be great. I asked some other people, like Valentine's Day was coming up, and they were getting kind of romantic about it, and they were like, I just hope that my significant other, when she dies, that she waits for me in the afterlife. And I just know that I'm not married, not dating anybody, not engaged or anything. I know I'm going to die before my significant other, because that's how murder-suicide works. That's it for me. I'm at McDonald!
Give it up to Bobby McDonald. He went the whole set without making out with my mom.
I'll get him next time!
Real quick, who here is Facebook friends with his mom?
Oh, God. Probably everybody in the fucking room.
Not yet. Not yet.
Thought so.
She comments on like everything I do.
I know, it's great.
Everything I do.
Bad kiss or fuck you?
It's all right. People are we're all good friends.
Is that what's going on?
Today I turned off porn for the first time.
Wow.
Because it got too weird for me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Were there ladies in it?
No, it was. It ended with an abortion. No. It's bad.
Stupid.
No, it's called
That was
Smoking
good.
Asses, which you thought would be good, right? And I clicked on it, and the video started with two burly men smoking cigars,
Nice.
right?
Right.
And then it got to the point where the man smoking the cigar, there was 3 of them, right? One was giving another gentleman fellatio, and the other gentleman was kind of watching while it was happening. And then he did this funny, like, cartoon thing where the one gentleman was giving the other gentleman fellatio, and then he popped his head in between the 2 gentlemen. He's like, "Hello, here I am." What's going on there? And he still had the cigar in his hand. And he blew smoke up the guy's ass, literally. Literally, he blew smoke up this man's asshole. And he blew it out like a cartoon. I'm like, oh, I'm done. Like, Looney Tunes has ruined everything for me.
Where can someone find that video? I'm asking for a friend. I
It's
got your
called,
background.
Was it called the Three
You
Stools?
go to Larry, Curly, and Big Dick.
If there were 3 burly men with cigars, would you say they were Smokey the Bears?
Manpub.com. All right. Our next comedian is David
Is that real?
Satoris, everybody. Give it up for David.
David Montoris.
Skinny jeans?
No, they're not. So I'm gonna tell you a story.
Nice shirt.
It happened to me. I don't know why I'm grabbing this.
Is that guy Richie?
What? Alright, so it's a harrowing story of survival and an unlikely friendship. So I was going to a party in Pilsen, and I'd never been to Pilsen before. And I tell the cab driver I'm going to 1913 South Shelby. And he goes,
Snitch.
okay, it's going to take you there. So I get in the cab, I get out, he goes, hey, listen, not much of a nightlife around here, so when you're done with your party, call for a cab. Walk up to the door, ring the doorbell, and this fucking thug answers the door. He's like, what you want? And I'm like, do Felicia and Aaron live here? And he said, I'm like, do they maybe live upstairs? He goes, nah, dog. And I'm like, this is 1913, right? He said, yeah. I'm like, South Shelby? He goes, no, Spalding. And I said, what neighborhood am I in? And he says the two worst words ever, which are North and Lawndale right after he said it. So I was in North Lawndale.
How north was it?
Not north at all. Wearing my white boy shoes and my white boy coat with my white boy IPAs and white boy bottle of wine. And he goes, listen, I can tell you're not a cop, so why don't you come in and get your shit figured out? So I can either go into Anthony's apartment. I didn't hear you. What?
Is that where Smoking Assholes was found?
Smoking Assholes 4.
Black guys don't like cigars.
So I can either go into Anthony's apartment and get my shit figured
It's
out.
not a cigar.
Or I can
It's a
venture
cigarette.
out into the night in North Lawndale. So I go into this dude's apartment and he has very nice things. Leather couches, glass coffee tables, huge TV, great surround sound system. And I'm like, oh, this is a drug house, it's cool. So I'm calling cab companies and they're all very nice but not giving me the answers I want. I'd say things like, hey, can I get a cab at 1913 South Spalding? And they'd say things like, no, we don't send cabs there. So after about 15 minutes of this, Anthony walks up to me and goes, you want a glass of water or something? So I'm like, yeah, I take liquid from an obviously drug-dealing person. So I drink it, and he goes, listen, I got some folks going through in about 20 minutes and you can't be here. So I'm like, well, what would you like me to do, Anthony? He goes, well, here's how it goes. You're going to walk up about 1.5 blocks and turn right. Then you're going to walk about 4 blocks, turn right again, and you're going to be at the pink line in 2 blocks.
His black impression is the same as his gay impression.
That's okay, me too.
His act is the same as your bombing.
So I venture out in the night, have all my white boy things with me. And as I take 2 steps out of the apartment, Anthony says, don't stop for nobody. And I said, okay. I take about 3 more steps, and he goes, yo, Dave! I'm like, what's up, Anthony? He goes, don't stop for nobody. So I'm out on my walk. About
For
3
nobody.
Yeah.
No, he should stop.
You got 2 more minutes still to stop.
Thank you.
What if it's George
so I'm about 3
Zimmerman?
blocks into my walk, and this
Jesus.
dude who
Skittles on a hoodie?
he's about as big as a person can be, like Michael Clark Duncan big, walks up with his little cracked out girlfriend and goes, looks me up and down and sucks his teeth. He goes, I'm having one of them beers. And I was like, of course you are. So I set down the 12-pack, pull one out, and before I can even get one out, he goes, what, you're not going to offer my bitch none? And I look at this woman, and I'm like, you're going to let him get away with that? And she's like, mm-hmm. I'm like, she's on his side. So I pull out another one, then I pull out a lighter to pop them both off, because they're not twist off, because I'm not poor. And
Don't lie.
I pop them both off,
The set is.
and thank you. I hand them to both these people, and he goes, you got a lighter, you got any cigarettes? And I only had like 4 left, so I was like, no. Which, if he was smart, he would have rolled me for my cigarettes and my weed and my money, but he didn't. So I made it to the pink line, sigh of relief. I'm on the platform. First time I felt safe in the last like hour. Train pulls up. I don't feel safe anymore, because I walk on, and it's all men between the ages of like 18 and 25, and they're all wearing the same colors.
So you died and gone to heaven, went to heaven?
Yep. I'm like, either this is a sweet dance troupe, or it's not. It wasn't. So there's a guy working on the CTA clearing ice off the lines. He's in the back of the car, and they're all fucking with him, and they don't notice all of this. So I get to the Chicago Street exit, get off the train. sit down, not Chicago Street, Chicago Theater, right in front of the Chicago Theater. Sit down in front of the Chicago Theater, light a cigarette, start laughing my ass off, because I'm alive. If it's July, I'm dead. That's a fact. Then I get to the party I was going to, tell this story. Everyone's really excited about it. They're like, "That's an amazing story." And then I didn't get laid.
You met
I'm
last
Dave Sartorius. That's my time.
Give it up to Dave one more time. That was awesome. Alrighty. I was working New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I had to work both days, and I got off really late on New Year's Eve. I was working at Halstead and Armitage, and it was snowing really bad. Everyone was having a great time. When I walked out, I was really just annoyed. I don't understand why it was snowing that bad, and so many like drunk bitches were in heels. They looked like wounded gazelle walking around in their stilettos. I had to take the red line, and the same thing happened to me. I called McNamara Cab, and I'm like, "Will you pick me up at 95th and Dan Ryan?" And they laughed at me and hung up. It was bad. You don't call an Irish cab company to pick you up at 95th and Dan Ryan.
Why?
Because they just don't want to go there. It's dangerous at night. And
Is
they
it
just,
really?
Yeah, they don't.
I'm so screwed.
They just. I don't think it's dangerous. I don't think it's dangerous. I go there all the time. But they think it is because they don't go that far.
They don't like AIDS.
AIDS doesn't like you. You should catch it. Piece of shit.
He keeps trying.
Tom Hanks looking motherfucker. Catch a Philadelphia story. No one's gonna save that, Mr. Banks. Tom Hanks. There you go. All right. So I get to 95th and Dan Ryan, and I go to get a cigarette across the street, and I'm just kind of hanging out there, and this black guy rolls up on me, and you know, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of anybody rolling up on me. I just
Was he in a wheelchair?
no, he just kind of he rolled up, and he rolled up like right in my direction, and that kind of scared me. Like when people just walk towards me, it doesn't matter. But he came like right towards me, so I like looked around and I took kind of 2 steps back. And he said the best thing ever. He said, "I'm just a regular motherfucker. Don't worry about me." And he's like, "I'm gonna hang out with you until your ride comes. What's your name?" He had a bottle of Grey Goose, and we got fucking drunk on that bottle of Grey Goose until his bitch came. But my bitch came first, so I ended up being able to drink and hang out with him. It was awesome.
Ever said that?
What's that? What'd you say?
My bitch.
Only time you ever said that.
Oh yeah. It was awesome.
Regular motherfucker, just like Bobby.
Yeah. But our next comedian, I'm very excited for him. His name is Tom Shump. Give it up to Tom Shump, everybody.
Shump and neighbor.
Hey everybody.
He's wearing a khakis tonight. That's sweet.
I'm telling you. I dressed up for all of you comedians.
You can hear the quotation marks.
Yeah, they're always there. But,
Don't crush the stool. I need it.
I'll get it all back to you, trust me. You won't even know.
Hey, I don't think that heckle had too much weight.
I'll work on that.
Shut up, hack.
Hey, man.
This guy.
Hey, listen, everybody shut up. I'm starting your time again. You haven't said it.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. You know, I understand 70 Days Junior died a long time ago, so some people are still holding on.
Was that Jane Austen?
Yeah, thank you. So it was a reference. So, I'd like to start off by saying, I was there when Bobby made out with Frank's mom. I was there. And I love Bobby. He's hilarious.
You were at the gangbang?
I showed up, but he couldn't sign up. So, like,
We don't recognize him because
no, but the funniest thing, I love Bobby. The funniest thing he said to me was, I came up to him, and he said, "Hey, man, could you hold on to my glasses? I'm going to go tell Frank that made out with his mom." I promise you that. That happened. So, like,
You got an open hand coming around.
yeah. So, Jones jokes, they were great. That was way funnier.
It's a true story. So
What?
James hit you.
No, not yet. I sat next to Bobby at so many comedy shows, and he always has his phone.
How many comedy shows was it?
Too many. Well, I'm doing some prop comedy here. He grabs his phone and lights it like this, like.
Did you say dong?
Well, indirectly. He looks like he's been taking a dick pic for a really long time. Just hasn't got it right yet.
There's not a lot of light under the table. It's long exposure. You know.
Well, even if you're right there.
It's
Like,
hard to
doesn't
get
matter.
a good angle on something that looks like it's hanging out of the side of a shark's mouth.
So,
No comment.
yeah, I have some comments. I apologize to you guys, first of all. First of all, this deep in. First of all, I was excited to actually watch a comedy show. So, when you were struggling through the snow, I was in my car getting high as fuck. And I love you guys for being here. This is a great thing.
Smoking chicken doesn't count.
Trust me, it does, man. That's a real commitment. You need to buy a lot of shit for that. It's just to start smoking chicken, just being some asshole.
No, guys, I got a new vaporizer for chicken.
That would save a lot of time, actually. I think,
Jane Austen joke.
as a person who knows a lot about weed, more Jane Austen jokes, that's fun. As a guy who knows a lot about weed, I think it puts you in a strange state of mind sometimes. I remember not too long ago, I got high and I was fighting with my brother and I wrote him a letter.
Oh.
It was. And it was.
Sensible.
It was sweet and it was poetic. And I cried afterwards. I did. Look at me, man. I cried with my own eyes. Everyone, look at my eyes. I think you're escaping because you think comedy is just too funny for you. Look at my eyes.
Did your tears taste like grease?
Always, man. That's why it hurts. That's why it hurts. So after I wrote it, that's okay. I understand. This guy's a visionary. He had a vision. What if Mitch Hedberg was bald?
And this
What if?
and this
What if
guy's
we could
a
all
holy
see it
holy.
live? What if we see it live every Monday night? He grabbed his drink. He grabbed his drink.
Support him, jackass.
He needed liquid. It was just, sorry. That was a victory. So
I'm really lost right now.
so am I. I'm just having a conversation, obviously.
We're in out slip.
Thank you, thank you.
Chubby Pendulette will catch you up.
You got a minute left.
Okay. There's one thing that I thought would be a lot of fun to do. So I'll do it right now.
Suicide note?
Sex?
Okay, we're in the same. There's no reason not to. There's no reason not to. But I will say,
It's too fucking cold in here.
I had this thought the other day. I was writing jokes, and I realized some of these jokes weren't from. I tell you, I mean, just keep on writing them, man. Just keep on writing until one sticks.
Is that what you call eating?
Well, I write jokes before I eat every day. So I'm hanging out the other day and I'm writing jokes, and I realized none of these jokes felt like they were coming out of me. So I was like, who are these coming out of? That's what they do. Where do they come out of? That wasn't me. I realized, I can't say these jokes. These jokes were supposed to come out of Andrew Dice Clay. And, that guy.
Hickory dickory dock. This chicken is delicious.
But these jokes, they're mean, they're heavy, and it starts with one leg shake. I'm talking to this broad, and she asked me if I want to get a threesome. I said, a threesome? We have threesomes all the time, baby. You, me, and the tampon. Oh! Oh!
I think that means in the butt.
This fucking broad. She asked me how she could turn me on. I said, shut up, let's try that first. Before we start buying all kinds of filthy outfits to put in that fat fucking ass.
Still waiting to take the first smile.
I told this broad she could suck my dick like it was on fire. Then I realized that would probably be uncomfortable for her, and she might get second-degree burns around her cocksucking hole.
Bitch.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you all for participating. It was wonderful of you, especially you. I'll write some jokes for your ass.
That's what we hope for, man. Roasted the shit out of me.
That's fine by me.
All right, how's everybody doing? Yeah? Come on, you guys are having fun, right? We're all fucking with each other. We're out on a Monday night. We're not at home.
Exactly.
We're not watching House of Cards. I still haven't started season 2 yet, but I'm excited
so
for
good.
it.
I started season 1.
Yeah, it's so good.
So good.
All right,
So good.
let's keep the show rolling. I'm very excited to welcome to the stage Joe Robinson, everybody. Make some noise for Joe. There he is.
42!
Thank you.
Wear my shades or something. Well, it's nice to be here, everybody. I stopped at a Mexican restaurant before I came through here.
Oh, that's racist.
Well, it's not. The worst part.
I'm offended. No, I'm not.
I didn't know women.
Keep on point, Joe.
Well, I hate going to Mexican restaurants on Taco Tuesday because it's the most deceiving thing in the world, right? Because
Especially if you've seen the Lego movie. No one else saw the Lego movie?
I want to ask how old you are first. That's what I want to know. Well, anyway. Well, no, the most deceiving thing about Taco
I want to
Tuesday.
see you push him into a locker.
Well, thanks, Frank. That was nice. Well, no, the most deceiving thing about going into a Mexican restaurant on Taco Tuesday.
You thought it was vaginas?
Well, I wanted to walk out with a bag of Mexican pussy, right? Because, well, I have this theory. Like, if you want to pick up pussy, like if you want Mexican pussy, you go to Taco Bell, get the number 13, right? If they ask you if you want it supreme, you turn it down because it might be AIDS. You never, right? You got to avoid that. If you want Caucasian pussy, you go to Wendy's, get a number 7, right? No questions asked, right? Right. I mean, if you want some black pussy, you go to Burger King. You can get anything you want because it always has a crown. Oh, that was nice.
Black pussy be watermelon flavored?
I don't know. How do
Jordan
you
Peele doesn't like that joke.
I guess that is no line tonight.
Hey, it's Captain African American.
Hey, I know this kid from the future who was telling me about superheroes. Like in the future, they humanize all the superheroes, and they were telling me about like Superman, like how they humanize Superman instead of like coating the entire planet with like kryptonite. It's just angry gay Superman, right? and like he's only angry because he lives in Montana and he can't get married to Aquaman. It's a little depressing. Can you imagine like Superman, like angry? Thank you.
Brokeback Mountain.
No, that's
Can't get farther from water. That's a landlocked joke.
Thank you very much. Well, no, like, and that's crazy too, because like I always imagine like if you have angry gay Superman, can you imagine him at like a gay club or something like that? Like he has like a red glow stick here and a blue one here, and he's always like dancing or something. Like, going around. It'd be the weirdest thing in the world. Because it's a gay club. You've been there, you know.
Are you talking to me?
Oh no, I was talking to Bobby Mc. Oh, sorry.
If he flies around the world backwards, he could turn back time. It's a shared joke.
Except for he did it after Lois Lane died, so he does not believe in life after love.
No.
Be nice, guys. This guy is straighter than his teeth.
What?
Come on, pencil.
Positive heckle ever.
It's a very heartwarming individual. That's very nice.
Blackula.
We're all in.
That wasn't so nice. That wasn't so nice.
We're just making up black mythology.
Yeah.
Blackenstein.
Blackenstein.
That's actually a porn.
Black to the Future?
Black to the Future.
That is a porn. I
help
didn't
you
see
drop
that.
these guys
Honestly.
after you're done.
That's
Don't
a
like,
title.
well, I do have like
Black man
a
mouth.
census question to ask you for all the lighter toned white comedians. Don't
You
you
guys?
wish you could be like black for like 5
Yeah, white comedians!
seconds? Well, I was thinking about it, like, don't like white comedians wish they could be black for 5 seconds during a set so they can make a black joke?
Oh, God.
All the time.
No, I'm all for the
Ain't that so
dick.
weird? Because like if you guys went to sleep and woke up and you were black, you would commit suicide. Like you would. Because if I went to bed tonight and I woke up and I was white, I would go get a job. That's what I would.
First thing I do is check my new 40 time.
Well, yeah. I mean, there goes my FICO score just went out the window.
He's gonna take a piss and
Not
then you
fumbling
kill
around with that link card anymore. Anyway, no, that's fun. Well, I feel bad for white people during February because I mean, you guys used to have it good. I mean, like you did, like 200 years ago. Like you guys were like Gucci, and now you're FUBU. You know, it's depressing for you guys. I mean, you guys had 99 problems, and like cleaning things wasn't one.
That's a fucking awesome joke.
I mean, it's true. I mean, you guys, I feel bad for you. It's like being CEO of a company, and the next thing you know, you're the chief operating officer. You know? You're just the event planner. That's outrageous. It's like you were a 9-year-old kid with an ant farm, and then you broke it, and ants got into the wires, and now you can't control anything. I mean, hello. I don't know, man. That's crazy.
I can put my aunt on a farm?
Dude, speaking of farms, I hate when people are like, don't you hate when like someone like, you know, they're filing for unemployment and you're like, dude, why don't you go work on a farm? Like, who doesn't want to work on a farm? The Mexicans will do it, right? Like, I say that to like homeless people. I'm like, why don't you go like work on a farm, you know? Are you that addicted to wine and crack that you can't go get a farm job or something like that?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I think, but like, tell me how many farmers are drug tested? I feel like the farmhand isn't walking up to Billy Ray going, well, yeah, he's not gonna be like, well, your eyes are a little glossed over there. Why don't you go piss in a bucket? I feel like they don't do that. I mean, you know, and those like homeless people who like they say like I'm homeless because I don't have any family. Like, are you sure you don't have any family, or do you really like wine and crack that much? Like, that's just one of those things, you know.
What noise does the farmhand make?
Yeah. If you could turn back time. Oh man, does that mean get off the stage?
Yeah, right. 1 minute.
Oh, all right.
Don't listen to him, just wrap it up.
Okay.
Do a funny one.
Do a funny one. I don't know,
Has
man.
been. Shut your mouth.
What's a good one, dude?
We're getting
Dude, all right, so you guys hear about Justin Bieber baking out a private jet?
Yeah.
Isn't that the coolest thing? What's cooler than that? Like, well, they had to land the jet because the pilots had to put on oxygen masks. What's cooler than baking out a jet? I don't know, like Jello shots in an elevator? Would that be cool? Or
Submarine.
I was gonna say Coke on an escalator. That's what I thought. Hang gliding, maybe.
You just stand at the top of the escalator and the lion comes to you.
And it comes to you. Hey, on, man.
That's the new enemy joke.
And it comes. Lazy Americans. Outrageous. Anyway, my name is Joe Robinson.
Joe Robinson, one more time. That was awesome. We're all having a great time. All right. Yeah, I'll wait till the next comic to come up with something to say. This guy's a real son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He changes his name all the time. No, it's not you. I got more to say about you when it's your turn. Get you later. Later. I'm very excited to welcome to the stage a very good friend of mine. He won the Riddle Me This competition. He invited me to host this show. He's very funny. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth I'm really excited. Let's get a slow clap going for him.
He's
How about
outside
it?
smoking.
Is he outside smoking? Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You're up. All right. Please give it up to Brennan Weaver!
Homeless guy.
Is that what he said?
Joe, your ant farm joke was great.
Alright, let's go, you fucking assholes.
That was
Nice hoodie. Where'd you get that, baby cat?
You have to do a joke first.
Nailed it.
Deep throat the bottle, Scott.
That's not funny.
That's fine.
All
Hey,
those
drink
negative
bleach.
things you said about me are about your comedy.
You're mysterious and no one cares what you're hiding.
You're hiding a lot. I can't see shit behind you.
We have a whole night. Whole night.
Oh man, what I miss?
So is anybody doing
Nothing.
anything interesting later?
Hey, Bobby, did you
Party
make
at
out
my
with...
house, but you're not invited. She doesn't live there anymore.
Bobby, did you make out with Brennan's girlfriend?
Now that I finished my beer,
Hang on, we're trying to have a conversation here. Shut up. She's a kook. She's
Bobby,
really
every
fucking-
woman you talk to says shut up.
Hack.
Heck, you always hang out with fucking one-year comics. Those are your only friends.
That's how we met.
He's siphoning jokes.
We met because I've been doing it a third of the time longer than you, and I'm twice as funny.
You're as bad at math as you are at comedy.
Get your ugly Cabbage Patch Kid head out of my face. Alright, let's go. No one's gonna fucking talk about the showcase and how that was a fail?
Well, it had to be since you planned it.
Alright. You guys gotta start heckling me, man.
Do an impression of Scott Brennan.
Man, hey! Dig it, can you? Every worst set I've had is equivalent to John Griffin's best set.
How dare you, sir?
Too soon.
How dare you? Too soon.
And a retarded person once followed me and killed the room.
I saw that. I was there.
He was fucking there.
You killed him. You killed him.
Fucking killed him, dude.
Was it Bobby?
Was it Corky from Life Goes On?
God damn,
Man.
Old people.
I didn't get that reference.
I got it.
I have been in a weird mood lately, guys. Not
Really?
gonna
That's
lie.
new.
It's
I
called
know,
happy
right?
Tell me suicidal.
Did Frank pull out?
I couldn't. There was too much snow.
Killed him.
Do your Helen Keller chunk.
Do your LA bit. That
About
failed.
getting them wet.
I'm bombing at the fucking thing that I love to do most, guys.
Hot dogs.
You're
Stand upright.
That's just funny.
I don't even know what to fucking do right now.
Not just the thing that you love, but the thing you set up for other people to come to.
Your act.
Shit, guys.
Your next Facebook name could be the Enola Gay.
Enola Gay is the B-52 bomber that dropped little.
Shut up, nerd.
So he only kills with
You get your own joke right there. Anyone that gets it.
It was for you guys.
No, it was for you. And Mike Wazowski.
Yeah! He meant you bombed. It was a pun.
I'm gonna make them shut up in 3 minutes. Do something.
Do you shop at Homeless Gap?
Man, I have no
That's
idea why
really
I'm
cool.
struggling. Isn't this cool? Should I do it with my mouth open?
Because you're not
Churn
Try
and
a
butter.
joke.
Churn and
Should I
butter.
Jump
pop
off
that
something.
kid?
Deep throat the mic stand.
That would be impressive.
Hey, sing a song.
She did it.
And rub his chest. His belly button.
Do your cell phone bit. I love it.
No, Bobby.
Can you make up a song for us, Brennan?
No.
Let's let him
Shit,
bomb
guys,
on
I'm so sorry. I can't do it today.
Do the cell phone, but it's great.
Ladies and gentlemen,
No.
tonight's show starring Jimmy Fallon.
I'm the one person I can't see in the room.
Is it because you're colorblind?
That's because it's dark in here.
He's black.
Oh, is that the joke?
What, Brennan?
You guys gotta like attack me.
I think we're irritating.
You gotta give us a line
No, you
first,
gotta
you
go
moron.
personal.
Yeah, Rush.
Go
I can't hear
personal.
you.
You guys gotta go personal. Try going real personal.
I know nothing about you personally, but I like you as a friend.
Did you wear those boots before there was snow?
Can we just throw our shoes at him?
You have an above average dick.
I'm envious of your ability to grow a beard.
Everyone throw shit at me.
Try it
I'm
again.
just gonna eat shit.
I'm impressed by your ability to hold down your job.
Who has bottle caps?
Way to get him in the balls.
Buy those from Putin.
I'll throw my shoe if you promise not to smell it.
Man, I have no idea why I'm in this mood.
What mood are you in? Tell us.
Your suggestion is
You should have had your fiber one.
your suggestion is
Sorcerer's Apprentice 2.
Yes.
your suggestion is mermaids.
The Reen and the Ist?
Yeah, mermaids.
Nah,
The reapprenticing.
No.
man.
All right, do fuck mermaids.
You know what it is? It's just
Mantis.
Virgin.
fucking sucks so bad.
You're better on coke.
You've never seen me, man. Huh?
What do you like on coke? Tell a story about your
Fucking
dealer's house.
16.
Energetic and engaging.
You guys know I was like a coke addict for
Oh
like
my
4
God.
years,
Tell the story
right?
about your
Too
dealer's house.
soon now.
Tell us about it. Right now. That's awesome. That is
Let's
awesome.
talk about that.
The first time I ever did coke, I was 16, and I got my driver's permit. And for some reason, that was the epiphany in my brain. They're like, yeah, and now I'm going to go do coke. And I did. I remember I bought a gram.
What did you do when you got to vote?
Voted libertarian.
Did you suck your driver's ed teacher's dick for coke?
What was that? Can you not stumble?
Too many beers.
Too many bears.
You only had 4 left.
I think I'm done. I just can't do it. I'm not in the mood.
I want to hear the story.
Oh, come on.
Tell a story. Tell a story. Tell a
It's
story.
not.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
How are the
I
Bulls
feel your
doing?
energy.
Take
You
your
are.
top off.
It's gone.
Aww. Okay, don't do that. Good job, Brennan.
Get up to Brennan Weaver. I lost my car and I just decided to do mushrooms because I could go on a trip. Like, couldn't go anywhere, so I might as well just take some mushrooms. It was great. I took mushrooms behind. A lot of you have been there. I took the mushrooms behind the Ashbury. And even if you haven't been there, you're familiar with Archer and Willow Springs Road. It's a lot of forest preserves over there. And a clap for forests? Okay. No. All right. That's where gay men fuck and gay men do drugs.
Why are those mutually exclusive?
They're not. You can combine them. But yeah, I did drugs back there. And I dropped some mushrooms and it was awesome. My favorite memory was I got tunnel vision really hard and like the woods like encompassed me. It was like
Really
this whole,
hard?
yeah, really hard. Like not like as hard as a Viagra hard. It was super hard. And the woods encompassed me, and it got to the point where I came to everything I say. Fuck.
Say! He said say!
How did I get it?
There was a fallen log. There was a fallen dead piece of wood.
Wood!
Like, if it just come?
This is an awful medley.
And there was, it was like on this hill, so there was like space in between, so you could sit on the log, and then you can crawl under the log.
Space
Sit on a log!
I was so messed up on mushrooms that it felt like I was an Endor. Like I started to hallucinate like speeders coming through the woods, and I had a hallucination where I felt like a stormtrooper hit the log, and he was down. It's a scout trooper, not a stormtrooper. They're in space. The scouts are on the ground. Fuck you, Bobby. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck the whole story. Fuck the whole story.
No!
But this son of a bitch has been talking all night, and so we're not going to make sure that he doesn't get to say a word. Please give it up to Ian Ellis, everybody. There we go. Bump or shake, whichever.
I love you, drunk fucks.
Praise Jesus, hallelujah.
This fucking faggot over here saw me do a character one time, and that's what he remembers me for the rest of my life. Amen, hallelujah. I'm Billy Billson. How y'all doing tonight?
All right,
all right.
Mitch
You
Hedberg
can
with
grab
chemo.
the
Your titties? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, grab my titties. Yeah, my titties.
You'd look tough if you look tough.
You look tough if you found a shirt that fit. It's,
Oh!
all of your setups are you showing your stomach to everybody.
Did you actually go to ISU?
I did.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm surprised.
What's that stain on your shirt?
Where did you go? KFC?
Columbia College of Chicken.
He went to Hamburger.
Say it louder, Frank.
He went to Hamburger University.
Boom!
All right.
Too far.
Shut up, sissy. What's the deal with black people?
They have
They're
a
darker.
certain level of melatonin in their skin.
Thank you, Wikipedia. Wikipedia? I think that answer would be a lot harsher. They were genetic.
Thank you, peer review.
No inner talking, just focus it all on me. I'm clearly here to be the focus of attention.
You're lonely.
Oh, God, tickle me. Bobby, what is your stroking?
Are you reading?
That was laziness.
Are you reading my blog or Susan's messages to Bobby? She has a name, you misogynist jackasses.
Susu.
How come black people get all the good nicknames? I met a black guy who's good at math. They call him Algebra.
You suck more than I do.
Sing!
Crazy apple.
That's not what my boyfriend said.
You suck more than Frank on E.
Sometimes I get cotton mouth.
Does he suck a lot when he's out of gas?
Do you suck a lot?
I eat your pussy, baby.
First time for everything.
I seen it.
Great segue.
He likes Ladywood.
I'll eat your pussy for my set. Like I'm not scared of anything.
This ain't a paid show. It's not legal.
Well, I mean, I would pay just to.
If you guys could heckle my pussy eating skills, that would be great. Like, touch the clit! The female orgasm is a myth.
Go on.
She's been at it for 41 years. She's never had one. She's fucked a lot of guys on drugs. If they can't get you off. So Algebra, I thought that's a weird thing to call a doctor. In contrast, I was hanging out with white people, and they were like, hey, this is my buddy Douchebag. I'm like, why are you calling him Douchebag? Because that's his nickname.
I told you that in confidence.
White people are always proud of being degenerates. White people are like, yes, I have a doctorate. White people are like, yes, I drink too much.
That's all we got to make us interesting.
I'm glad we heard a white people be like joke to me.
And white people be like, oh.
How the fuck do I have your head already?
Free cheese on Lou.
Happy Kwanzaa, everybody!
What's the deal with phone poles? I haven't had a landline in 10 years. Where the fuck are these wires going? Is this just a conspiracy so the birds have someplace to rest? Is this just a way for the poor kids to get rid of their shoes?
It's just that thing you lived under.
Mitch Hedberg's rotting corpse is funnier than you.
It's pronounced bridge. Shut up, you hack.
Touch my heart. Touch my heart.
I'd rather touch your pussy. What would I be on the call list to touch your pussy? Because I feel like a lot of comics have performed there. Alright, my name is Ian Ellis. I love you. Good night.
Don't touch your beer stain!
This guy's more gay than the last.
I'm not gonna do another set.
Thank God.
No.
Redeem yourself. Come on.
Daniel Anderson, you're next.
Mr. Anderson.
All I want to be is this fucking meat grinder, Greg.
Sweet coat.
Oh, thanks, bud. It's fucking cold. I almost shit with my coat on in there a minute ago. It's fucking freezing.
That was you?
It was me. Did you see my shoes? That's all yours, actually. I did. Hey, when my friends come up to me and they tell me they call me and they say they got a new
Excuse me.
Hey, when my friends call me and they say they got a new car, you know, they really mean a car that's new to them. And they call you up like, hey, bro, I got a new car. I'll be over in 10 minutes. They come pulling up. Check out my new car, bro. 04 Corolla, only 120,000 miles on it. I say, no, that's a used car. It's only new to you. I also hate it when my friends call me and they say they got a new girlfriend.
Foul.
You gotta hear the rest of the joke for it to be funny.
Foul.
So I also hate it when my friends call me and they say they got a new... Motherfuckers. How do you get anything done up here?
Didn't you have an Irish accent in Bridesmaids?
Oh, Chris O'Dowd.
Is that who I am?
It's a Chris O'Dowd show.
I'm sorry I don't hang out at Frank's house. I didn't watch fucking Bridesmaids. I watched Andy's film. I'm sorry.
Should be Scott.
Bridesmaids is a great film.
Oh, Scottish or Irish?
I never saw it. I never saw it.
What's the difference?
I know it.
I was gonna come up to you guys and do a joke about abortion.
Yes!
Hardly
Yeah.
know him.
I'm with it.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That was a better punchline I was gonna tell, so I'll move on.
You're aborting the joke.
I'm aborting the joke. I was gonna abort it. So I was gonna do a joke, you guys, on abortion.
Future humans.
But you know, it never really developed.
I don't get it.
I was gonna do this joke on adoption, you guys,
Wait, what?
but it seemed like a lot of commitment, so I just gave it up.
And you never loved it as much as your other jokes. I'm sorry, you guys dropped it. That was great.
Too close? Too close?
Finish the abortion joke. It's a real cliffhanger.
I did. That was it. There was no more to that one. I don't know if I want to do any of these now, you motherfuckers.
Come on, do it.
All right, I'll do one. So am I the only one who thinks cover bands are fucking pointless?
No.
No? Yeah, like seriously, if you're not doing something original, why are you up on the stage? You know, being in a cover band is like playing video games. The more serious you take it, the more people think you're a joke. Like, and I don't understand like the whole appeal of being in a cover band. Like, what's the highest praise you could possibly reach in a cover band? Like, yeah, you sounded just like them. That's it. That's it. Being in a cover band is like marrying a porn star after she retires. It's been done, you know what I'm saying?
Fucking Tito Ortiz.
Fucking Tito Ortiz. I should have ended with that. Who the fuck is snoring? This is the most exciting shit you've ever heard. This fucking set is gold, alright? It was gonna fucking kill tonight.
Something exciting, yeah!
Very exciting, yeah. I was gonna pull my dick out, spin around like a helicopter for you, but now you're snoring. I'm not doing shit. My tiny dick is riding a helicopter. Never had to put cheers on my dick on stage before. It's kind of exciting.
So Frank wants in.
I heard it.
Do you have Tourette's?
No.
Oh, you look like it.
Thank you.
Are you a pedophile? You look
That's
like
more of a maybe. That's more of a maybe.
I got a godson.
Kind of float in the gray area, you know what I'm saying? I was at the bar the other day, and I ran into that ex, you guys, you know what I'm talking about? That ex. They're the one you run into every couple of years.
The only one.
The only one. No, fuck this set, you can't stop it. Daniel Anderson, thanks a lot.
Give it up to Daniel Anderson one more time. Let him hear it. That was awesome. Dicks. Uncut.
It's weird when you sing.
Now I feel awful.
It makes the rest of us uncomfortable.
That's a little word.
It's okay. It's your word.
What do you think you mean?
I was getting off work at the steak restaurant in the city, and my boyfriend was getting off at the same time.
Oh!
And we wanted to meet at this gay bar. It's called the I forget what it's called. I was only there once. It's like in the Gold Coast.
By once, do you mean 100 times?
No, I only did go there once. Because it's not in Boys Town. It's
called Fist, right?
It might be. It might be the basement fist. I'm not sure. But they were having karaoke that night, and he likes karaoke. We were getting off at the same time. It was the perfect storm, and starring George Clooney. And, we got off, and I met him there.
White rain.
While I was waiting for him, I was listening to some of the guys sing, and this guy came out to the stage, and he came out twice. But he was singing that song by Frank Sinatra that I really like. He was singing My Way. You know that song, right? Woo! And now the end is near. And there's that great bridge. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. Right. So he's doing it really he's doing it super queeny. He's doing it super queeny. You know, and he looks right at me, too. He goes, regrets, I've had a few. And he looked right at me like I was his regret. I'm like, bitch, you don't even know. I'm like, hold my earrings. I took off my weave. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck this bitch. I'm gonna fuck with this bitch. Put on Defying Gravity. I'm gonna sing some Wicked and fucking fly up. Kick this bitch in the face. You don't even know.
I do.
Don't get heated now, Frank.
No, I'm getting heated. I'm getting heated. All right. Our next comedian is a very good friend of mine. I've had him at the showcase at the Ashbury Coffee House. I've seen him at. That's not what I meant. I've seen him at Dandy Jack's a bunch of times out in Orland. Very good friend of mine. Please make some big noise for Scott Novy, everybody. Let him hear it. His wife made excellent pretzel cookies at my party at my house.
Is that Joe
glass holders?
Is that Joe Larkin's dad?
Joe Larkin. Who said that, Ian?
Called croaky.
Is that a thing? I'm sorry.
All you motherfuckers. No wonder nobody showed up to this show. Fuck all you guys.
Yeah, nobody did show up. He's on stage.
Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I feel really fucking bad about it. I'm in a bad fucking mood.
Boo this man.
I just figured, fuck it, I'm going to record you guys and you're recording my my set. Fuck it.
Your glasses have more support than your titties.
Boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka. He's just jealous. He's just jealous.
Boom shakalaka.
Who was that?
Who was which?
Who made the comment?
Brennan.
Brennan. Yeah, it was
Brennan, hardly know him.
Big fan of that movie, man. You were great in American History X.
The way this works, I wanted to come up here and mumble the first couple minutes up here. Fuck.
Cigarette break.
Is that new?
Cigarette break. So we got all our snow. We got the fucking weathermen making up shit now. Coming up with freezing fog, thunder snow I hear today. I heard they got heart attack snow now. It's a nice one to have in the back pocket for you, ain't it, guys?
Have they made up a punchline?
Bada boom.
Good luck. I don't even know why I'm fucking here.
I know. Neither do we.
It's pointless. It's pointless. No, wouldn't that be a nice one? Wife asking, hey, when are you going to get out there and show? It's heart attack snow, honey. Yeah, I know.
Snow's pretty tough.
Try that one in June. That's fine. Fuck else we got? Married bullshit. Blah blah blah.
He's right. Snow is tough.
The
That's a good one.
being married, found the reward punishment system is interesting. See, at least with my wife anyway. See, I know, for instance, when I'm good, I get a hand job. When I'm
That sucks.
bad,
That's it.
Here we go.
when I'm bad, I still get a hand
You get
job.
anal.
The only problem is the ring is turned around.
Bloody dicks.
That's what it takes to get this crowd off. One bloody dick jokes.
Do more.
Do more jigs.
More dick. That's Frank's job. Wait for
Hi-yo.
And Bobby's, obviously.
and yours.
Hello.
Gotta admire a good
Plug that pie hole with a cock.
Hello.
What else we got? Got cat fans here? Anybody like the cats?
Yeah.
Cats.
One cat fan. Nobody likes fucking
What
cats.
is that?
I like
What kind of-
pussy.
the
How come
play?
nobody? Why does everybody have this thing against cats? I think cats are kind of sexy, man. You walk in on them, they got that leg in the air, they're licking themselves. Can you imagine walking in a room seeing your girlfriend do that shit, man?
As it should be.
No more
Well, of course they wouldn't need us after that shit, would they?
Hey, Bobby, is Frank's mom that limber?
Freaking lick that.
Notice I said girlfriend, not wife. Ain't no way she's getting in that position. The hell else is all old bullshit. Ain't going in any old bullshit. The wife's older than me. They got that word they call her the cougars. They try and make it sexy, cougars, yeah. Because prune-tang just doesn't work.
I think yours is a saber-toothed tiger.
Zing.
Zing.
Hey, Zing's still awesome.
You think the, I didn't want to come up here and do a whole bunch of shit. I just want to do this one that I haven't done in a while, since we have Barack in the crowd. You think the,
No, he's fully black.
He means Brennan.
you think
He's
the,
talking about Brennan.
That's Captain Negro to you.
Negro in chief.
I see you, you're smiling. Do you think the N-word will ever be a racial slur?
Neighbor?
I'm not talking about.
Narcissistic?
Not the real fucking N-word.
Not funny?
Not the N-word.
Zing.
Talking about the three-word term us white people got to use, the N-word. That one. You think that'll ever become a racial slur? And then we can't use that one anymore because
Use it in a sentence.
now it's a racial slur referring to the N-word, which is actually a racial slur. So then we'll just be reduced to having to use a symbol. And that'll be
Wait, oh, you're throwing
the
signs.
symbol
You're throwing
formerly
signs.
known as the N-word, which is a Prince reference, and I'm going to leave on that one. And thank you very much for making this horrible.
Tell us your ad.
Novy, everybody. Thank you very much.
Stand up to Scott Novy one more time. So I'm compiling a. Is everyone familiar with Tinder? Right, everyone's familiar with Tinder.
Yeah.
And Tinder is a dating application, like it's an app. It's a fuck app.
Okay.
And the equivalent for gay people, their fuck app is called Grindr. So I've decided. So I've decided to make a fake Grindr where I find a picture of someone who looks very attractive, and currently I have 132 messages on my Grindr, and I've decided to troll people, and I'm going to compile them and put them on Tumblr or something so people can see what I've done.
That's awesome.
So I have one of them that I'd like to read for you. This guy messaged me. He says hi, and
What's
I
his
say.
name?
He doesn't have a name. They all have screen
Brennan
names.
Weaver.
Yeah, screen names. Some of them don't even have names. So I said hi. He says hi to me. I say hi, and then I say pic, and he sends me a picture. And
His penis.
and it's a picture of him just clothed, and I say want to dress up like nuns and fuck in the mall. And he says, LMAO, laughing my ass off, what? And I said, I have a nun fetish ever since I saw Whoopi Goldberg dress as a nun. And then he asks me, top or bottom? So that was, he was still into it.
What was your answer?
Well.
No,
All nuns are tops.
This person.
Too early.
Fabulous.
I got another one that says, he says masculine here, hot pick. He says oral bottom here. That means he's bottom and likes to give head.
You're as bad at flirting as you are at comedy.
And he says, no one wants to hear what you have to say.
When
And
do we get to the rulers?
he says, how old are you? And I said, I'm a vocal giraffe into magic. Yes, a vocal giraffe into magic. It's just something I made up.
Okay.
It doesn't mean anything at all. And then this other guy.
phrase like he's a bear.
Yeah, he's a bear, he's a twink. Yeah, I'm a giraffe. Yeah. This other
the
guy.
site be called Grind Him?
It should be, not Grinder. This other guy says, what's up? And I say, mostly rolling in bed with my copy of the Diary of Anne Frank. Did you hear about this Hitler guy? Just awful. And he says, LOL, what are you watching, the movie or reading the book? Question mark. And I said, reading. I hope she makes it out okay. I don't know what I'll feel if something bad happens to Anne. And he says, oh, okay, I'm Mikey, by the way. And I respond, how could they let Hitler do that? I mean, why didn't they use the power of the internet to stop him? He said, LOL. I'll read one more.
Did Anne ever come out of the closet?
She never did. She was still...
Briefly. Very briefly.
All right, this other guy, he immediately sends me 3 pictures of himself. This guy says he immediately sends me 3 pictures of himself clothed, and he says, "You looking for fun tonight?" And I said, "Can we whisper into the ears of rabbits together?" And he says, "Want to come over?" And I said, "Depends. Do you have rabbits at your house?" And then he sends me a location of where he lives, and he says, "What do you mean?" And I say, "I'm only coming over to whisper in the ears of sweet rabbits. That's the kind of fun I'm looking for." He says, "I don't get what you mean by that. Naked fun or 420 fun," which means smoke pot. And then he says, "I mean like a real live rabbit with ears and a fluffy tail. Jesus Christ, man."
So 420 fun?
Yes.
Okay.
And he says, right by me. He says, "Sorry, it's been a long day. I have 5 dogs, no rabbits, sad face." And I said, "Okay then, sorry. I don't dog whisper, just rabbit whisper." And he says, "No." He says, "Yeah, like Cesar Malone." And he says, "So cuddling is out of the question then, huh? Sorry for bothering you." It's fucking awesome. People are so weird on that website.
Please keep us posted.
I will. I'll keep you posted. Our next comedian got to the show a little too soon. I'm excited to have him here tonight. You can see him at Cigars and Stripes. He runs a show monthly at the Double Door. Please give it up to John Griffin, everybody.
Hey, man!
Hey, man!
Hey, so how about that economy?
How economy is it?
All right, let's talk about that Frank character, our host. He looks like
cop from the 1976, and an extra from Revenge of the Nerds had a kid. That's like the, or if he shot a couch cover in 1960. All right. Should I just do my entire set of Sammy Davis Jr.?
When do we get to the ducks?
All right. Here's my impression of Sammy Davis.
Yeah!
Oh, by the way, speaking of Sammy Davis Jr. now, one time I went out on stage at Cigars and Stripes and did it in blackface.
Racist.
Wait for it. Technically, wait for it. Technically, it wasn't blackface. People forget he's half Cuban. His father was Cuban. His mother was black. So there
But
you
you're
go.
all racist.
I don't know what you're talking about. Speaking of racism, hardly know him.
Greg?
All right, speaking of, we have one black gentleman here. I saw him at Cigars and Stripes last week. Yeah, well, it's funny enough. The one black guy here is kind of sitting toward the back, right?
Oh. Too soon. It's a history thing. You
Oh, is that worse than the watermelon pussy thing? I mean, come on.
Please. What story still sucks?
Explain it in Star Wars references.
This is,
Lando.
Lando Calrissian, hardly know him. Before I get to the Sammys, here's my impression of Admiral Akbar if he was in a bar with his buddies and a girl that he used to date who cheated on him all the time walked into the bar.
It's the clap trap.
The clip.
Wait, you said what? Did someone say tramp already? Can you read it?
I'm sorry I stepped on it. It's my bad.
Should I say it anyway?
Yeah!
It's a tramp!
I didn't step
Here's
on it.
Admiral Akbar.
I got that email.
Here, one more, and then the Sammys. Here's Admiral Akbar if he was an advocate for handicapped people, and he was inspecting a school that recently became handicap, compliant. It's a ramp!
Nailed it.
Sammy Davis Jr. also sang "That's Why the Lady's a Tramp."
Shut up.
Hey,
That's why
man.
the ladies are
All right.
Hey, do an impression of John Griffin if he was funny.
Oh.
Praise Jesus, hallelujah! All right, Sammy Davis Jr. if he was a coked out train conductor.
Woo!
Hey, man.
Hey man, I like my drugs like I like my job. Two rails at a time. Can you dig it? Are you gonna step on every one? Now I've got to come up with new ones.
Somebody explain to me what a rail is.
All right. I've got one that you haven't heard. I know you don't know this.
I'm not the one shouting, jackass.
Who was it? Was it Weaver?
Weaver.
Scott Weaver, Brennan Weaver, Frank Weaver, Nelson Scott, whatever his name is today.
Nelson Mandela?
That's right.
All right. Here's my impression of Sammy Davis Jr. talking about a Chinese girl who's really into solving riddles and things and whatnot and that nature. Hey man, her name was Puz Ling. Can you dig it?
Did you give her Puzzlingus?
Hey. How Puzzlingus was it?
My jaw's tired.
Oh, the lady comic. I gotta ask you, what race are you?
Guess.
White.
100-meter dash.
Some sort of.
No, I want somebody to guess this.
Some sort of Latin-ish thing.
Go on. Be specific.
Costa Rican.
No.
Nicaraguans.
What?
Half elf.
I was.
Not like your mom. Venezuelan.
Okay, I was gonna say if it was Mexican, I talked about the black pussy being like watermelon. If you were Mexican, your pussy would come with lots of cilantro.
Oh.
What if it was Venezuelan?
Neat.
What if it was Venezuelan?
I don't know. What's that one country in South America where they eat guinea pigs? Is that Venezuela?
All of them.
Yes.
Pretty much all.
Chavez.
Ubamastan?
See? What's that? Should I do an impression of Sammy Davis Jr. doing an impression of James Hetfield, lead singer
Don't
of Metallica?
ask.
Yeah.
All right. Here's my impression of Sammy Davis Jr. doing an impression of James Hetfield, lead singer of Metallica, if he was a detective at the scene of a crime.
Hopefully he just walks off the stage.
No. Forget it. I was going to do the regular one. No, it's too weird.
Do an impression of Sammy Davis Jr. singing Cher's.
Shut up.
Do you believe it was?
All right, here's Here's James Hetfield, lead singer of some band called Metallica, apparently.
Doing Mitch Hedberg.
You're actually slaves.
Wait, Mitch Hedberg now or 10 years ago? I was gonna get me a baked potato.
Dead either way, right?
Wait for it.
Do Bobby Darin.
Bobby Darin, hardly know him. All right, James Hetfield, if he was a detective at the scene of a crime. Oh, looks like we found another pubic hair. All right, is that like 1 minute?
One more and then.
One more, Sammy.
How big was it?
I'll just do this one, and please no. Okay, here we go. How about that Anne Frank? Someone mentioned her earlier. That's wacky, right? Justin Bieber. Oh, by the way, it is Black. Another quick one. It's Black History Month. Now, I don't know if you know this, but last year, the very first day, February 1st of Black History Month, Don Cornelius
Did an impression of Sammy.
shot. Wait for it. Don Cornelius shot himself. Don Cornelius
was he watching your act?
Wait for it. No, I don't know why he was upset. He was the host of Soul Train, in case you don't know. So I guess last year, Black History Month started off with a bang. All right, my last thing is so Anne Frank.
Oh God.
Justin Bieber causing the trouble last year, right? Pissing in mop buckets, and he went to the Anne Frank Museum in Amsterdam, or the Holocaust Museum. It's one of those two. And wrote in the guest book that's like, hey, I hope Anne Frank would have been a believer. Get it? That's what they call Justin Bieber fans, believers. So here's my impression of Sammy. No. Here's my impression of Anne Frank after listening to a Justin Bieber song for the very first time.
Sigmund Freud impression.
Wait, no, that was.
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Turn the mic off.
Riddles. Put another star in the Griffin, everybody. Ich bin Eier open.
That's on your check.
Ich bin ein believer.
Didn't do it.
All right, you guys, we got two more. Are you guys excited for your last two comedians? Make some noise, make some noise. All right, okay. Our second to last comedian is David Michaels. Let's get a round of applause for David Michaels.
I had shit prepared for fuck it. I don't know.
Sounds great.
Transformers.
I love this joke.
Try a setup.
So I drove here with Ian,
Never mind.
and we almost died about 4 or 5 times.
Wishful thinking.
He kept saying it was like a video game, and I didn't know that you were a fan of survival horror. And that's the dumbest thing I've ever said on stage.
Is it requesting maintenance?
They're gonna rape you.
This is rapidly gonna get worse before it gets better. I just have a feeling.
Who gets first reach around?
Put it on.
So I have a thought. I'm just gonna do my stupid one-liners, and we'll shout terrible things in the middle of them.
Let it rip.
I want you guys to kiss in the mouth. Kiss. I want you guys to kiss.
I'd like to know that I've made men cry during gay chicken before, so this will only end poorly.
There's nothing on this.
Why are you not wearing a shirt? Oh God, no!
Get a woman on stage. For God's sake.
Oh shit! No, do it again with your mouth open.
They're maniacs, maniacs.
Comedy!
Is that a brand?
Oh. Oh, for the horde, motherfucker. Loktar Ogar.
I love it. Love it.
Oh, Facebook is going to be fun tomorrow.
Oh, the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower.
Why did I just get wet?
Please make a screenshot.
Because two guys are fucking you.
Well, it usually takes 3 for that. I mean,
What is on your chest?
Sweet tattoo spring break.
I almost finished the outline.
Is that a rose?
that's the horde symbol, man.
That was his friend
The
who just
whore
learned how to do
symbol?
tattoos.
Horde.
Oh, horde.
World of Warcraft.
Hilarious.
Off the stage.
So what we were talking about.
Ass the ass. Ass the ass.
I was behind a car that was sending some mixed signals. They had a bunch of different. That's really cold.
I am aroused.
That was embarrassing.
Please put a shirt on.
He's got
He's a giggler. That's his problem.
Sing a song by Slice Noodles.
Do a one-liner.
Like Fifth Element.
What am I supposed to do?
Oh, this is about to get worse before it gets better.
Oh, it's Janet Jackson.
So this car had a bunch of stickers on it. It said, "Keep calm, carry a firearm."
Understand, like,
And then below that it said, "Number 5."
Selfie.
And then below that it said, "Choose life." And I thought, one of these things is not like the other.
I'm going to take my top off.
Yes! Yeah! My ass is so fucking cold right now.
How cold is it?
It's so cold, I wouldn't mind if Ian would slip something in.
You run. You have a rip on your asshole.
There's no point in trying to say anything.
Oh, no, not on the stage.
And then it got weird.
So many nipples.
Airplane joke.
There's a lot of pictures being taken right now.
Facebook is going to destroy it.
Good luck having a political career.
It's David J. Michaels. Come find me.
Come find me. No.
See, that's what the guy in the woods said, but you know, he showed up.
Are you gonna be funny?
No.
Are you? He's going to sleep.
Hey, Weaver, why don't you turn the other way around?
Brennan, are you aroused?
Hey, Brennan, turn the other cheek.
Turn the other cheek.
Sit back down.
This is close to the oh.
Turn the beat
Percussive maintenance.
You mean slavery?
Last week.
Oh, man.
David, sit in Brennan's lap and talk about the
No,
first
wait,
thing
sit
that
on his
pops up.
face. Sit on his face.
Is that a part that you wrote your jokes on shit paper?
It's actually receipt paper.
It's doodle paper.
Pretty much.
Sit on my face.
Oh,
You got
well, if you insist.
a minute left.
Dude, this isn't even full.
No, it's not. It's only got like 8 on it.
Front page of Reddit's longer than this.
I think we should just enjoy the silence for a moment.
Better than your comedy.
Usually is.
I think silence would help his comedy.
Silence of the Lambs. All right.
Is that my shirt?
Yes, no, your shirt's way
There was
better.
another part of it.
I don't know.
Give
Give it up to David Michaels one more time.
David Michaels.
Is that your name, Brent? Or am I just drunk?
I'm
so cold.
Whatever. Brennan.
That's his name.
Okay, good. All right, Nick, are you gonna keep your clothes on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Oh,
All right, you guys ready for your last comedian? Let's get some noise going for him. He's the headliner for the evening. Please give it up to Nick Foskaris.
Oh, I love a guy who can actually.
Awesome, awesome, great. Give it up to Nick one more time.
Please take off your top. I want to see
Or
your
the
tits.
bottom. Take the bottom off this time.
It's Penn Jillette if you're a Pacific Islander.
Oh God. Weaver. Who would believe that the gay guy is like the nicest dressed here?
He would.
I'm wearing dress pants, so.
How dressed are they?
How pants are they?
Guys,
How guys are they?
I know it's hard to believe, but I actually have problems with women.
How women are they?
How young?
The problem is I put like most of the people I'm with on like a pedestal, metaphorically. Pedestal. Nice work. All right, keep going. I put them on a pedestal.
Really, Larry?
Or in my case,
Because they're not close to your height otherwise.
I drooled.
Do you also put them in your basement?
Little drool's okay.
Go with it, Ari. Go with it.
Let's do it.
I put them on a pedestal, but in my case, the pedestal is my dick.
Nope.
It's more of a
Our joke was
more of a novelty footstool. One problem I had, this one girl I dated,
His name's Scott.
if I were to describe her,
How girl is she?
How big was her dick?
How dick was her big?
8 inches, not bad. Not bad.
That was stupid.
It's worth a try.
So she's hung like a
If I
black
were to-
man?
Talk about your life, man.
Can we smell your goatee?
Lynching's not funny. He's out the room. I know.
It smells like semen or something. No. All right, that was.
Not that there's anything wrong.
Okay.
If I were to describe my ex-girlfriend, I would say like a used coffee filter.
Or a guy.
Or imaginary.
She liked taking psychedelic mushrooms, which is appropriate because that's what she resembled.
Filter.
Come on, guys. This is serious.
Quit making fun of John
How
Griffith's mom.
serious is it?
More serious than Dan Frank in the shower.
Can I give the audience?
Whenever I kissed her, she tasted like an ashtray,
Like Ari's
which was
pussy?
weird because I never saw her smoke.
Like my pussy because it smokes.
Were you in 3 cigars?
Are you okay?
Say it again.
You're right. Do you want a second shot at that?
It was Ian.
It's a humidor down there.
Cigars and strips.
She's Monica from the
The
Waste
reason
Down.
the reason that we broke up was the one time during sex,
How
she was on top.
I'm already not believing this.
Was she looking for?
You have a good night, everybody.
Let's take her.
You shouldn't do that to a dog.
Aw.
I didn't know you had
She was-
sex with Ian.
Guys, she was on top.
He's got great peanut butter.
She's on top.
She was on top, and we were going at it, and
How bad it was it?
Who was on the bottom? That's what I want to know.
I was on the bottom.
There was stool involved, obviously.
Did she poop?
Hey, everybody.
That would have been an improvement.
How fecal was it?
On a scale of 1 to 10, or I thought you guys are more bummed at me trying to actually try to do my set.
Let's give him 40 seconds.
All right. Woo.
How 40 seconds is it?
She was on top.
She was on top, and I'm gonna reenact what was going on. And because here's the thing, I really appreciated when she was having sex with me, because she would really act her heart out. So we're going at it, and I'm acting like it feels good because it does. And she's acting like it feels good because she cares about me. And so she's on top, and she's about to come, and she's like, oh, chew!
Do it again with your mouth open.
That was only 28 seconds,
What do you have
motherfucker.
against Jews?
A Jew? Is that what she said?
So she sneezed.
I'm surprised that I still can't. Can I even see the light?
He's not even there.
Is there a light yet?
I've already passed over like 3 jokes.
You're a headliner. You have 20 minutes.
20 more minutes.
You
20
go.
more minutes.
40 minutes. Go.
You just go.
So she treated you like a tissue?
You go until you see the light at the end.
Flimsy.
Either way,
Salad bars treat better than this. Genuine apologize.
I like the salad bar part.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I do miss those at Wendy's.
Did you try coming in her face?
Girls like that.
Who have you
Oh,
been
prude,
fucking?
dude. I mean, come on. You'd have expected. Fuck it.
Do it. Come on. Don't give up.
You guys at least like try to heckle me like well. I look like this, and you guys are just being like.
Oh, you want?
Your callbacks even suck. Come on.
20 seconds. Come on.
Somebody already said something about Penn and Teller.
You look like a giant dick with very severe warts.
Bomb harder.
Oh.
Bomb worse than me.
Mr. Potato Head with a beard.
I'm really disappointed that the strip tease up here like 5 minutes ago was still funnier than this.
You look like the thing they spray Febreze on to prove it works.
All right, on that note, that's most appropriate. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
The old Riddles beat grinder.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming out.
Have a nice trip.
And Frank got back.
Holy shit, Frank, you let yourself go! I still
We'll
fuck
do
you.
it in a few months. You're not allowed to do this shit.
Set.
A joke?
Set.
No, not happening. This
Do
was
the
fucking
Pollock joke.
Jump at the table. Sure.
I collect polls,
Yeah.
all kinds of polls. I got sick of people stealing them, so I made a thing that keeps them safe, and I call it the Pollock.
Cell phone joke. Cell
Wait,
phone joke.
shut
Cell
up.
phone joke.
I think we should all take a picture. I don't know why I'm holding this.
Yeah, everybody to the stage for a
Hey,
picture.
Let's get a picture.
Let's all take our shirts off, Ari.
No. Okay, yeah, no.
Put on more layers.
What's going on?
Take a
Well,
picture.
who's taking the picture? Is the photographer here?
I guess it'll be me.
Brendan's huge successful show, let's all get a picture.
Thank you guys, everyone that came out. Let's thank Brennan for. Yeah, come on. Yeah,
Thanks, Brennan.
Thank you, Brennan.
Thanks, Brennan. You brought in the audience. I thought I was going to be a no-talent asshole my whole life, but this was great.
Yeah. Thanks for my big break.
Like I was discovered tonight.
Who do I stand next to? Her?
Hell, me.
Yeah, who is the blow?
I have my hands in my pockets.
Someone's touching me. That's weird.
Thank you, Rick.
Nobody's ever touched you before.
I'm a virgin.
Not the percentage.
Tom, I know you're short voice.
Maybe your elbows are virgin. Like probably the last thing left. Your nostril or some shit.
Oh, she's given elbow jobs before.
2, 3.
We suck.
It's funny because it's true.
Black people.
Fuck Scott Weaver.
He's just trying to drive us blind.